How's it going? Got a quick demo for you of the Mooer Tender Octaver. Mooer Tender Octaver versus the classic, highly revered EHX Micro POG. I'm just very curious. I just got this one in today. This was cost me 60 bucks, and this one cost me I think 180. So I'm very curious to see if this tiny little pedal can hold up to this beast. Been on my board for about 3 years now, and I tried the Mooer Pure Octave and it sounded like a heaping pile of garbage. So I have low expectations, but at the same time I've heard this sucker tracks a lot better than the Pure Octave did. And guess we're gonna find out. So I'm using a cell phone here, so you'll have to bear with the camera angles. So when you see this one go off, you'll know that the other one is on. How's that work? Okay, cool. So start off with everything at noon on both pedals. First we'll do the Micro POG, and then we'll go to the Tender Octaver. Gotta turn off my delay and stuff. There you go. Alright, so you can see it, and everything's at noon. Having some noise issues with it, but I think it's just a grounding thing. So anyway, here we go. Okay, so definitely quite a bit more sub-octave here with the Tender Octaver when set at noon. You can see everything's set at noon. So what we're going to do now, roll the sub-octave back just a little bit there, and we'll try that, see if that kind of matches now. And back to the Micro POG. I'm going to try to dial them in to be the exact same. I think we can get there. performance here with the sub octave all the way up, octave up all the way down, and the dry all the way up. Same for the Tender Octaver. And dry all the way down on Tender Octaver first. And now the octave up all the way up. Man, I gotta get that figured out. All right. Well, there you have it. Very surprisingly, I think this Tender Octaver tracks just about as well as the Micro POG. I am shocked, to be honest. Wow, I definitely had some differences. For example, where I have the sub octave turned, say, to noon here, that would equal about 3 o'clock on the Micro POG. So there's definitely a lot more in the sub octave category. Now as I turn this up, I turn the sub octave up there, it starts to sort of balance out with the Micro POG. Like I think about full on, this one has just a tiny bit more sub octave, but throughout the turn of the knob here, the Tender Octaver definitely has a lot more to offer in the sub octave range. And I will also say that the Micro POG has a much more has a little bit more not a much more, but a little bit more of a shrill piercing sound in the octave up range, where this one was a little more mellow. It didn't sound quite so ear piercing. Now the Micro POG does track a little bit better, but to be honest with you, I had a hard time noticing. I really did, and I was playing it. So even if you couldn't, I couldn't. Even if you could tell a difference, I couldn't, and I was the one playing it. My notes were coming through pretty much simultaneously. I hate that word. As I was playing them. So if you're in the market for an octopedal and you don't want to spend big bucks on this sucker, then I have no affiliation with Mooer at all. But I gotta say, this one is, I think they got a winner here. Anyway, there you go. Guitar was a G&L custom ASAT. Yep, it's pretty. And then amp was a matchless Avalon 30, and then I had a Bad Cat over here rocking too. So anyway,
All right, I hope that helped your decision.